Let's talk about something that I think just about everyone can relate to: the urge to react instantly. You know that feeling? Someone says something, an email pops up, a situation unfolds, and bam! Your response is out before you've even had a chance to fully process what's happening. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I used to be the poster child for this. My reactions were often, let's just say, not my finest moments. Quick, emotional, and definitely not always well thought out. And you know what? More often than not, I regretted it. I'd replay the situation in my head, cringing at my impulsive words or actions. If this sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. We live in a fast-paced world, constantly bombarded with information and demands. There's this underlying pressure to be quick on the draw, to have an immediate answer, a swift reaction. But is that always the best approach? I'd argue, especially when emotions are running high, the answer is a resounding no. The problem with impulsive reactions? Think about it. How many times have you sent an email in anger, only to wish you could unsend it the second it left your outbox? Or blurted out a sharp comment in a personal conversation that you instantly regretted? These knee-jerk reactions, while sometimes feeling cathartic in the moment, can have some serious negative consequences. In our personal relationships, impulsive reactions can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even damaged trust. A thoughtless comment made in the heat of the moment can linger long after the initial trigger has passed. In the workplace, reacting without thinking can be just as detrimental. It can lead to unprofessional communication, strained colleague relationships, and poor decision-making. Imagine firing off an angry response to a client email without fully understanding the issue. Not a good look, right? Of course, there are times when a quick response is necessary. If there's an immediate danger or a time-sensitive issue that requires swift action, then by all means, act quickly. But for the vast majority of situations, especially those involving emotions, taking a breath and choosing your response carefully is almost always the better option. Why we react quickly. So why do we have this tendency to react so quickly? Well, there are a few factors at play. Sometimes it's just habit. We've fallen into a pattern of immediate response. Other times it's our emotions taking over. When we feel threatened, angry, or defensive, our fight or flight response kicks in and thoughtful consideration goes out the window. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, can also contribute. We see constant updates and notifications, and there's a pressure to respond instantly to everything. We feel like we need to have an immediate opinion or a quick comeback. Steps to overcome impulsive reactions. But the good news is that this is a habit we can absolutely break. It takes practice and conscious effort, but the benefits are well worth it. Here are a few steps you can take to move from reacting to responding. Step 1. Recognize your triggers. Start by paying attention to the situations, people, or topics that tend to trigger your quick emotional reactions. Once you're aware of your triggers, you can start to anticipate them and prepare yourself to respond differently. Step 2. The power of the pause. This is a game changer. When you feel that urge to react immediately, consciously choose to pause. Take a deep breath. Count to 3 or even 10. This small gap gives your emotions a chance to settle and allows your rational brain to catch up. Step 3. Ask yourself questions. During that pause, ask yourself a few key questions. What exactly is happening? What are my emotions right now? What is the best possible outcome I'm hoping for? How will my immediate reaction contribute to that outcome? Often, just taking a moment to reflect can drastically change your perspective. Step 4. Choose your response mindfully. Instead of just blurting out the first thing that comes to your mind, consciously choose your response. Think about your tone, your words, and your actions. Aim for clarity, calmness, and respect, even if the other person isn't being respectful. Step 5. Practice active listening. Sometimes our quick reactions stem from not fully understanding the other person's perspective. Practice active listening. Pay attention to what they're saying, both verbally and non-verbally. Ask clarifying questions before forming your response. Step 6. Give yourself permission to take time. You don't always have to have an immediate answer. It's perfectly okay to say, "Let me think about that and get back to you," or "I need a moment to process this." This shows maturity and a commitment to thoughtful consideration. The incredible benefits of thoughtful responses. Trust me, making this shift from reacting to responding has had a profound positive impact on my life, and it can for you too. Here are just a few of the benefits. Improved relationships. When you respond calmly and thoughtfully, you create a space for better communication and understanding in your personal and professional relationships. People feel heard and respected, which strengthens bonds. Reduced stress and regret. By taking a pause, you're less likely to say or do something you'll later regret. This reduces stress and anxiety associated with those awkward or damaging interactions. Better decision-making. When you're not driven by immediate emotions, you can think more clearly and make more rational decisions. This can have a significant positive impact in all areas of your life. Increased self-control. Consciously choosing your responses strengthens your self-control and emotional regulation skills. This empowers you to navigate challenging situations with greater ease and confidence. So what's one small step you can take this week to practice the power of the pause? Maybe it's taking a deep breath before replying to an email that frustrates you, or counting to 5 before responding to a comment that rubs you the wrong way. I'd love to hear your experiences and strategies for overcoming impulsive reactions. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What are your biggest triggers, and what techniques have you found helpful? Let's learn from each other. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on personal growth and effective communication. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos. Remember, the power to choose your response lies within you. Until next time, take care.